Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress with Pixie Dust Tarot, and this is your daily dust for Thursday, June 29th, I believe, if you're watching in real time, but it can also be for whenever you stumble upon it. It can also be a timeless reading. I've been doing a theme for June for Pride Month, but slowly and gradually we're transitioning out of Pride Month and Juneteenth theme into it's always pride. You know, you can always have pride wherever you go, and pride and romance definitely mixed together nicely. And I'm going to move into more romantic decks, which is pretty much all the decks that I have are romantic. So, but one of the best and most beautiful romantic decks that I have is called the Victorian Romantic Tarot. And this is just so gorgeous. Let's take a look. It has a really nice booklet that comes with it too. It's just very easy, understandable. It has a beautiful backing too. Look at that. That is like a now let me get his name right. Jim Morris. He did a lot of that. He did a lot of pre-Raphaelite print, floral print work. And it's holographic, and not just holographic, it's kind of got it's also kind of like embossed with gilding, or I don't know, it's just too pretty. And I don't use it too much. I don't want to get it out of shape, but we'll give it a little shuffle, and then we'll just take from the middle. And this is your collective message. And it can be, you know, take it as something simple or something big, mundane or deep. We have the Eight of Pentacles. That's very nice. And the Six of Swords, also good. Maybe you're traveling or thinking of going on a vacation. And the King of Cups, awesome, very, very nice. All right, let's zoom on in and see what we get. So with the Eight of Pentacles, we have craftsmanship work being done. There may be somebody actually looking over your shoulder today at seeing what you do. It can kind of feel a little bit like micromanagement, but sometimes it feels actually nice. It's like just a casual observing and being very impressed. This is also you practice, like a practice makes perfect kind of scenario. So you've done something a few times and finally you're like getting it right and smooth, and it's just not, it's not anything that you kind of overthink anymore. It's just kind of comes naturally now. It can also be somebody's impressed on how fast you do something, and they're like, well, how do you do that so quickly? Or how, and you know, can I see how you do this? And they're like, yeah, sure, here, this is what I do. It just kind of makes it go a little faster. It's a little easier. It's just a more efficient way of handling things. And they're like, wow, yeah, it is very efficient of you. Well, maybe you deserve a raise, or maybe you deserve a vacation, or whatever. This could be like people that you work with. Maybe you're saying, maybe bosses or whatever, saying, hey, could you, before you go on your vacation, could you finish this bit of work or something like that? Like, I can depend on you. You know how to do it quickly, and I just needed to get done before you go on vacation because there's just nobody else I can count on while you're away. You know, something like that may come up, and you might be nicely compensated for it too, because Eight of Pentacles is all about the money as well. So you're either becoming better at something or showing somebody that you are skilled and that they can count on you with it. So I kind of like that energy. It's a little bit different than I read this in other decks, but in this deck it really feels like that. It really feels that strong energy there of having a lot of approval from superiors and things like that. So so then the Six of Swords could be some kind of transition. This could be a transition into a different department or into a different position very easily because of the way people are impressed with you. it's not a difficult, it's not like a, you know, pulling the rug out under your feet kind of thing, like something surprising and jarring and unhappy. This is a very nice gradual, and it's something that you were hoping for, I think. And although there may still be some certain trials or tests or things that you have to, just a passageway, a passage or rites of sorts, you know, that you have to travel. You know, another thing that I'm thinking is like sometimes people who move up the ladder pretty fast. It's just like if you're naturally gifted or whatever, you may not stay a long time in a lower level position. You might move up quickly, which causes some other people sometimes to be jealous or wonder, you know, how did you do that so quickly? And sometimes these trials and passageways are kind of set in place as a way of fairness, you know, fairness to everybody involved, saying, hey, they didn't get a free ride or they didn't get a free pass. I mean, they did take the steps to get to the next level. But I feel like, and also this could be school too for lots of people. School doing really great work in school. Teachers saying, "Hey, show your work because I don't know that you knew how to do that equation just like that." And then you're like, "Oh, okay, well I'll show my work. I did. Oh wow, you know, E equals MC squared. Oh my gosh, you know, going up to the blackboard and writing something." And this is like tests or quizzes or whatever, just passing, like passing with no problem, you know. The King of Cups in this deck or in this position kind of feels like a celebration after all of this. The King of Cups is can be a person. It can represent you or a dad or a husband or somebody who wants to celebrate. Cups is a very loving energy. This a lot of times can be the father figure, and it's a very mature and a mature masculine energy. It's an emotionally mature person. And so if you were like needing some advice or you needing some positive direction, then the King of Cups is definitely good for that. They're full of creativity and they have strong imagination. And this could be you, in fact. You could be the teacher here, you know. You could be the boss too, like seeing somebody and feeling like, oh, you know, I'm going to help this person out because I feel like they have great potential. So you could be the one in that position as well. Or you could be your own boss too. Sometimes the King of Cups feels a high sense of responsibility and duty, and their cups or their love is going to go to their priorities, which is usually their families, especially if there's like a Cancer here. But Scorpios and Pisces are also very family oriented as well, and that family connection is going to be key, I think, on this day too. So that could be a part of the equation, the whole equation. And some of this could also be your, family members, like children or brothers or sisters or parents or whatever, like people that you're seeing being very creative and moving up or doing well, you know. So, and sometimes the creativity is very interesting and surprising and different once you expect it. It's kind of like I've seen my brother do some really amazing stuff, and it's just like, whoa, where'd you get that idea? That's so neat. I love how, things come to him. I like the combination of music and art combining together. I like how you did that. So sometimes things like that it's just usually this is just a mundane reading, so it could be a conversation you have with somebody. It could be just a thought, a passing thought. But if it's a passing thought and it's a good thought, I would say share it with a person that you care about. If you're impressed by them, go tell them. Go let them know. But generally, it's a happy day. It's a good day of balancing your senses and your emotions, your thoughts and your feelings. And and you'll having a good balance with your emotions and not going overboard. But remember, cups also kind of side issue sometimes has to do with drinking too. So drink water for one. If you're not remembering to drink enough water, drink your water. If you see yourself, like this particular king is sort of an overindulgent king. So if you feel like you're overindulging in alcohol or something like that, pay attention to that. Or maybe somebody in your family is. Maybe it's not like you call them out, but maybe you ask them about that. Or I see, related to the Six of Swords and the Eight of Wands, it could be like somebody gives you a compliment, but maybe you're not sure whether to take the compliment because they're under the influence. I get that a lot. My aunt who passed away, who's my guardian angel now, but when she was a little buzzed or tipsy, she would just smile and tell me how beautiful I am. And I know I'm beautiful. And she would say it. I mean, she might not say it anyway. She would think it anyway. But when she was buzzed or drunk or whatever, she would definitely say it a lot, and over again, which was kind of sweet and nice. But it could be something like that. This is a Thursday, so there might not be a whole lot of going out, but you never know. It could be going out in the evening with friends and stuff, and it's just sort of like there's that one person who just kind of like a little bit too much. It could be something like that. I generally think, though, it's a good, happy, balanced day, and the emotions are good, and the feelings are good, and the vibes are good, and you're doing good work here. And you just might be dealing with a particular cups kind of person who's generally a good person at heart. Let's just put it that way, because cups usually come from the heart, even if they kind of go overboard sometimes. The king is not innately an overindulgent person. It's just this particular deck he looks like he is. Most of the kings are authorities. They're solid, they're balanced, they're well behaved, they're the example of what you should be. And so you most likely have that in your case as well. So I hope you like that. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.